for someone that's been in the space a long time, known as like the Bitcoin historian, how do you reconcile this new institutional era with the original philosophy of Bitcoin? It was designed to, in many ways, be set in opposition to the system, for want of a better word, and now it's being integrated into that system. How do you personally like reconcile that shift?
Every era of Bitcoin has been very different, right? Like 2013, it was about sort of payments and merchant adoption. 17, it was a lot about, sort of protocol development and, advances at the technical level, whether that was, ICOs of Ethereum or kind of side chains on Bitcoin. 2021, it was really, Bitcoin as a counterculture or political movements. And, here we are in 2025, and Bitcoin looks like something that is becoming mainstream. It's becoming a part of finance, and it is adapting to the traditional tools, or it's being adapted to those tools, right? So and on some level, I just look at it as this is the next evolutionary stage. I try to think that we've like learned something about Bitcoin in each of these markets, right? We've kind of progressed in our understanding, and we've gotten slowly better at understanding what's happening. But I think this idea that businesses can participate in the Bitcoin story is just something that has been kind of overlooked, and it's now kind of the thing that the community is centered on. So back to kind of Satoshi Nakamoto's intent, I think it's important to understand that Bitcoin's a pretty powerful technology, and it's able to be used by people without really necessarily being subverted, right? The technology really can't be changed, altered. Even if you put it in an ETF wrapper, there's still Bitcoin at the end of the day, the day that the company is buying, right? So you go back to the what do you call it, the strategic Bitcoin reserve, right? There was a lot of commentary about that time of whether Bitcoin was becoming maybe captured by the state, and I always said at that point, it's like, no, this is America adopting Bitcoin for its own benefit, not Bitcoin needing America to adopt it, right? So I think you're seeing like this is Wall Street needing to adopt Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the best performing financial asset the last 16 years. It's on its trajectory to be the money of the future. And so, a lot of ways, this is Wall Street needing to grapple with Bitcoin as much as it is Bitcoin being captured, right? Because at the end of the day, there's nothing really that these institutions can do to hold that back, and but they can benefit from it, right? And that's really the story, I think, of what's happening now.